How are you?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is so exciting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and I am the Urban Sewist, and this is the Urban Sewing Society, where we bring fashion and creativity to your neighborhood. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and click on that bell so that you don't miss an update. This week I am bringing to you a few excerpts from my interview with Angelina from BlueprintDIY, where we talked about sewing, upcycling, sewing classes, and all that good stuff. So watch me as I prepare my space for the interview and get ready to talk to her. Hey guys, all right. Oh, I guess I need some lighting. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gathering my lighting because I look really dark in here. Now, I'm going to be filming a little bit of my interview with Angelina, but in order to see the full interview, you will need to subscribe to her channel and take advantage of her membership perks, because that's where the entire interview will be broadcast. But I'll do a little bit on my channel just so that you guys can see and hear. Where can I plug this in? Let's pull this over this way. So I have about 20 minutes before here. That's not good. Okay, I think I need to move this camera. Hang on.
Alright, there you go.
Okay, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, there's gonna be a delay.
Okay. How are you?
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is so exciting.
I'm glad you are excited. I'm going to, hold on, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Say again.
Testing, testing. Okay.
Okay, I got you. As well as her upcycles are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I am going to bring her on the screen so you guys can meet her.
Hello. So I'm Jen. I am an Urban Sewing Society, and I do a lot of upcycles, but I also teach sewing here in Chicago. I'm coming to you today from my studio here, where I do a lot of my work in. But I'm so excited to be here today with you, Angelina. This is so exciting. Thank you so much for doing this. So I learned to sew. I was 9 years old, and the only person who would let me get on the sewing machine and sew was my great grandmother, who I affectionately refer to as Miss Moss. She passed away when I was 16. By that time I was blowing through sewing projects, but she moved to Orlando, Florida with my grandparents, and she lived with them until she passed away. And I would go down there every summer and visit and sit with her, and I would just be like, please, would you please let me sew? And she she was so patient. She showed me everything. She taught me how to read a pattern. She told me how to pick out fabric. She told me how to pin it. She told me about 5/8 of an inch. I mean, you name it, she told me everything. And in fact, right here, I still have her sewing machine. I still have her sewing machine. That is her sewing. That is just my jam. I love, love, love working with denim. In fact, so at the same time that I entered that, I also entered another contest, which I ended up moving forward to the finals on, and my entire the pieces that I brought together were all, you know, patchwork pieces. So this one was a little bit different because with this one, I used like longer pieces of denim to create it. So the same bustier effect here in top, which was light denim, dark denim, light denim, dark denim. I alternated the denim, and I thought that would be really nice. I also made the belt and the buckle that's on there. So the belt, I used some vinyl, and I saw, and this is a story that I want to tell, but I saw this belt, Orly made it, and that's how I found you, is from Orly. But anyway, yeah, so Orly made this buckle, this belt, similar to this one, and what I did was I put pearls on.
What are some tips that you would give when it comes to doing specifically denim patchwork?
One of the important things is the grain line. You know, you're cutting up these pieces and you think they might be a little, they're small, and so it shouldn't matter. It's really important to cut your squares or whatever shapes, making sure that that grain line is kept first and foremost, because what happens when you start sewing these pieces together and they start stretching, when you end up pressing it or putting it together, you start getting these buckles. And so it's always overestimate how much you're going to need to do it. So if you're trying to make a skirt out of patchwork, you're probably going to need about 4 or 5 pairs of jeans. And I know it probably seems like you don't, because, you know, jeans they've got this, you know, got this long piece, and so you should be able to get the skirt out of that. But once you start cutting those squares, you're not going to get that many. And then just be patient. And I tell people this all the time, that, you know, sometimes you just need to step back from stuff and go back to it the next day. Classes are held at the Timothy Community Corporation, located at 43rd and Drexel here in Chicago. The classes are on Saturday morning. You have to do an online COVID registration, all of that, and then I have a separate registration for the class. Right now we're doing basic and beginning classes, and they run together simultaneously. So we have classes on Saturday mornings and on Thursday evenings.
We have one question.
Okay.
And it is, what made you start? It's a really good question. Thank you, Taylor. What made you start an upcycling class, and was it easy for you to start it?
Actually, it was pretty easy. So what happened, I was teaching regular, like, basic and beginning sewing classes. This was maybe 2010, 2011-ish. And when I came to class one day, I had on an upcycle that I made. I had the blouse on that had a one shoulder. It was like a 60s, really bold pink and black that I cut off and made a one shoulder blouse. And one of the ladies in class, she said, "Did you make that?" And I was like, "Well, kind of." And I didn't call it an upcycle. I just was like, well, I refashioned it. So my class. Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed my brief interview with Angelina from BlueprintDIY. Angelina, if you are tuning in, thank you so much for the opportunity. Be sure to check her out and join her members only membership perks, which will allow you to see the full interview and interviews of other upcyclers. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click on that bell so that you don't miss an update. All right, guys, see you next week with another upcycle. Bye.